Welcome back to This Week at MBE. We got Scott. Scott works the late shift, so he's over here running the symmetrical small block Chevy heads. So he's running all the ops on those. We got one that's so this is op 2 on all of this. So it's roughed in the ports, and then we'll do seat and guide bores in it. This will get seats. We weld it on this piece so we can make a valley tray for it. Eventually these will come solid here, but right now we have to do all of that. Everything happens in stages, just the way it goes sometimes. We got a set of, you can see how raw these come, how small the ports are. This port will be like this when it's finished. So a lot of material comes out of this. Luckily Scott has found ways to go in there with roughing tools that will get rid of this. Especially with the machines that we have, we can really get after it, and we can speed the feed rates up to remove a lot of material pretty quick. So something like that really doesn't scare us. It really doesn't affect the overall time length of the process. And then see, these are in line to get finished with those. As long as we got it Scott's way, we'll do that right now. We're working through all this stuff as always, so working through this stuff. We got big knives right here. We have these. This is a small port version that we do, so this can be for endurance applications. So we do that. That's completely different than the drag race stuff we do. We got the blown stuff, which I don't know. I think this stuff's badass. You put a big 1471 on it. If it's for drag racing or for the boat stuff, whatever it is, this is this stuff will really get after it here. This is the 18-degree conventional big block that we spoke of in an earlier video. So, and then we got a manifold we're doing over here because it's that time of year. We usually try to do as much development as we can in the summertime, regardless of how busy we are. I mean, we're still busy, but we have to continue with development. So. This is a raw casting. We get this, we split it in two. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a 4150. Basically, it's going to look like a billet manifold, even though it starts off cast. We're going to machine. We're doing the development on the inside of the ports now, and then we'll machine these in halves, and then they'll be bolted together when they're finished. So it's just another way to do the 4150s and come up with an answer to the rising cost in the aluminum, where the billet pieces are getting very high, where the cast piece, it makes it a much viable option for the end user, because we certainly can't eat all the price on the cost of the material. So this will be great. I think it'll knock off some spindle time, so it'll bring the cost where it's good for everybody. And the weight of this when it's finished is going to be right around 9 pounds. So for the super late models and things like that, we finally have an answer for the manifold where we're going to be able to do this stuff efficiently. Where we can use our 13-degree head where the port's raised up higher and it's higher at the spring port and things like that to what typically is out there. That's a better way to word it. And then so these 18s are getting manifolds done for them. You can see that's laid out there. And then we're just cruising along. We got a set of LS 10 degrees right there, the Dart LS's. Just waiting on parts on a lot of this stuff. You can come back here, we have a lot finished. So, one thing I can assure you is that MBE is staying ahead of the vendors. It's the majority of the vendors. I know the majority of the vendors are doing what they can, but everything in this room is finished. It's waiting on one part or another to be finished. One part. Every single job in here is waiting on. We try. Things are on back order. I know the vendors are doing everything they can. We just live in weird times, that's for sure. And we all know none of this happened until Joe came along. If you don't want to blame him, that's fine. But I'm going to live in the real world, and that's what we have here. Hey, the guys are doing a great job keeping up, and that's the most important part, where all we can do is do what we can do. And just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and have a good day.